Hey guys, I'm Miss Crystal. I am your friendly neighborhood pop star and entertainment attorney. And actually, we'll revise that. I do dark pop music, but as an independent artist, I'm incredibly passionate about helping you to get to six figures and how to understand and learn how to crush the music business. So I'm here to drop some knowledge on how to survive the music industry because I've seen it all. Being a producer, an artist, a musician, in the music business is not for the faint of heart. So with that being said, buckle up and get ready for the 5 essential survival tips that I'm going to give you for music producers and anyone making music that will help you to just navigate the very murky waters of the music business so that you don't get swallowed whole. So starting with number 1, you need to protect your precious music. Music and what we typically talk about, your copyright in your music, these are your intellectual property rights, but at the end of the day, making sure that you retain ownership of your music is very important because music is your lifeline. You have poured your heart and soul into every note, into every beat. And so making sure that you take the steps to register your copyrights for your music, very important. Making sure that you get actual legal advice before you do anything essential in your career, such as signing contracts, very important. And making sure that you actually protect your beats, well, beyond just registering copyright, actually getting contracts in writing when you do deals, when you have artists come and purchase your music or your beats, when they license your music or your beats. So protect your music is number 1. And number 2 is going to be, when it comes to surviving in the music business as a music producer, understand that contracts really are your battle armor, okay? So imagine this, you're on the brink of signing this huge deal and it promises you a ton of money, it's promising you stardom and all the things. But wait, there's a contract. So what are you gonna do? Number 1, we hope that you actually read this thing for yourself, okay? But if you don't have an understanding of contracts and you don't understand what you're reading, it's pointless for you to try to interpret or kind of give your own points. Now, the good news is that contracts are very boilerplate, meaning there's a lot of stuff in contracts that just repeat themselves over and over and over. So you taking some time to actually learn what, contracts say, how to, better understand them so you can negotiate them yourself is fantastic. It's something I'm always going to encourage. And in fact, I have a free contracts course because this stuff is so simple. You should understand it. So if you want to get that free contracts course, it's on topmusicattorney.com. But obviously, you can hire an attorney. You never want to sign a contract that can literally affect the balance of your future, which is what these contracts do, without knowing what it says. And then on top of that, negotiating it. A lot of people are very scared to negotiate because they think that's going to kill the deal. They think that that's going to lead to bad things or make them seem difficult to work with. It's not the case, and it's very, very expected that you will actually ask that the contract reflect what you want as well as the other side. Number 3, when it comes to surviving in the music business, you have to network or you're gonna sink. I would say this kind of like, imagine you're on a desert island and you have the best beats in the entire world. No one's gonna know about it. No one's gonna be able to reach them or license them or purchase them or do any of the things because no one knows about it. And so in order for you to not be on a desert island and isolated, which happens very often in the music business, you have to make sure you are networking. Networking occurs in many different ways. You can go to music type events, right? Entertainment type events. You can join communities. For me, joining communities, especially online, is the easiest thing that you could do because you can join a group, and I even have one. You can go to Facebook and there's over 700 people in that group that are just into the music business. And so you just have an immediate opportunity to introduce yourself and get your stuff connected with the right people or be able to hire singers or mixers or mastering engineers. So joining a group, very important, but you also can collaborate, right? Make friends by actually just doing projects together and seeing who might be a good fit. Because word of mouth is very strong, and if you are great to work with and you do good work, people are just going to talk about you and tell their friends and tell their other collaborators about you. Number 4, when it comes to surviving the music business as a music producer, you have to diversify or die. All right, so when I say die, it seems a little dramatic, but I don't want to beat around the bush, okay? So relying solely on streaming income or digital downloads, if applicable, is not good for you or your bank account. Okay, so when I say diversify your income. And we do that by saying, okay, we're going to put the music out. So we have to make sure we're smart about that. We have to make sure we're collecting on all of the applicable music platforms, your sound exchange, right? Make sure you're on a PRO in your applicable country, right? So for the United States, it's ASCAP or BMI. Those are the two largest. So let's pretend you have now registered with Sound Exchange, BMI. Okay, you also have your stuff set up through a distributor, so you're getting paid for the streaming and the digital downloads. So that's all fantastic. And we want to make sure that you are collecting everywhere, including the mechanical licensing collective. There's a lot, and I've done other videos on how to collect 100% of all of your royalties. Please be sure to check that out and dive a little deeper. But beyond that, what else can you do in the music business to make money? If you are a music producer, obviously you have a lot of skills that not just help you, but can help other people. So you can be for hire as a music producer. You can make sample packs, right? You can sell beats, you can license beats. There are a lot of things that you can do, so you just have multiple streams of revenue, and this is how you're gonna make sure that you don't end up living on ramen in your mom's basement, which none of us want. What I would say is taking now all of these tips collectively together, this is how we survive in the music industry, all right? And this is how we have bulletproof armor via contracts. We're being smart, we're diversifying how we're making money so we don't have to go back to a 9 to 5. And this is how you get your power back. Because I think it feels very overwhelming when you are looking at the avalanche of the music business that it is. You're doing great. Keep going, make sure you implement all of this, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.